Today's program is Poems for the Princess of Cups. 1435's Poems for the Princess of Cups. And, the Buddha Tarot is one of the sets of information that go into these workings. And as I said in my other tarot series, that I am not claiming to tell the future. I'm not recommending that you shuffle decks of cards and say, oh, I can see the unseen, because I don't believe that is what occurs. Nor do I think you should do as some people do and pray to every entity on the cards or a plethora of this, that, or the other. It's just a symbolic way of describing the universe. Instead of coins or discs or pentacles, diamonds, diamonds, yes, we'd have jewels. And so the Vajras, that double thing would be the air symbol instead of the swords. So the Dakinas are like the princesses, the elephants are the princes, and the Saktis are the queens, and the Buddhas are the kings. And I said the element of earth is shown by the jewels here. Oh, the lotuses. The lotuses. What are the lotuses? Are the fire, so the wands, the spades. Oh wait, no. The spades are the air. The clubs are the fire, so the wands. And of course the water is the double Vajras. So that's unique, double kind of, you got the thing and maybe it's like 4 or whatever, but it's, anyways. From the 3rd of the 2nd month of 1435, down, ground, separate, yet I know, light's bright, gently now it flows. Blue in you, I want to see the Princess of Cups in the snow. Look right. It's not night. Wrapped in white, off she goes. The lotus of the palace of the floods is adorned in silver, and I reflect, O creation, with which I want to connect. O princess of shells, what do you know? And from the 6th of the 2nd month of 1435, I presume the dots do not mean lifting. Through most books I will be sifting. I keep finding the spiritually uplifting. We all can work and keep from drifting. It's not just for me, but every soul. Even a weaker hand can assert control. Like most, with blonde hair, I am far too sensual to wear even one extra hole. And from the 8th of the 2nd month of 1435, stabbed through to taste the dress. That is still the face I want to caress. An upside-down judgment card says, there are relationships one needs to dismiss for a paradigm shift that leads to success. A right-side-up world says, The spiritual laws are the way to true material success. The upside down cup 8, called 3 ill ways to escape. The diverse love in sword 8 calls continuously for the return. So I'm on to mentioning the cards, and in this deck, you know, it came with a bag, and it also came with a spread card, you know, relationships 7, 8, 9, querent 1, 2, 3, other person or thing 4, 5, 6, and that would be the relationship spread. Is there anything? Oh, there's another. What's the extra card? I should tell you the sequence of the deck in comparison. You know, instead of starting off with the Fool, I think we have the Seeker. Let's double go back over here. And so you have the Descent from Heaven, the Fool, then the Seeker, Mother, Future Empress, Future Emperor, Father, the Lovers, the Chariot, Justice, well, karma is cause and effect, but the Old Man and the Sadhu are the Hermit, Reincarnation as the Wheel of Life, Siddhartha cuts his hair as Strength, the Invalid as the Suffering Man, well, the Hanged Man, you know. The Corpse is Death, the Middle Path is Temperance, Mara as the Devil, the Flaming Disc as the Tower, the Chakras as the Morning Star, oh well, V-Star, you know, Wasak as the Full Moon, Buddha and Sakti as the Sun, the First Sermon as Judgment, the White Terra as the World, and an extra card as Parinirvana. You know, the death of the human and its total attainment of Nirvana, the ultimate reward. You know, you still have the Ace through 10 and all that, but anyways, where was I? Diverse Loving Sword 8 calls continuously for the return. Okay. 9 to 1435. And I trace those stars upon you. We can bring forth those vibrations to move you. Upside down stars cause the ground to give way below you. The reverse devil card within me calls you. Proper pineal stimulations and other such things can bring forth goodly shivers in me and you. Sword Prince has gone into automatic mode in the presence of you. Purest feeling is when Cup Princess is upright too. Don't be reversed, Cup Princess. How susceptible are you to the negative forces is but the choices of you. And from the 12th of the second month, 1435, like an upside down wand princess, your display can be something to dismiss. Sword 7 is chaotic and either way has been remiss. You know, I'll always love you, and I'm not here to die, and I'm not here to diss. Yeah, well, you know, it looks like die from, you know, the right angle, well, the wrong angle, but diss. You know, I'll always love you, and I'm not here to diss. Upright Cup 2 is a chance to make things anew. Of course, when it comes to family, There is much left that can be more than like new. I know I can't expect to do all that with you. Like an introvert, sword queen, let torn black turn to a modest white. A peacemaker Cancer can uphold that light. A sword king on an eagle soars through the darkest night. I want you to the point of almost needing you to be with me in what's right. If I can't have that, then I'll guess I'll take flight. From the 13th of the second month of 1435. I remember 83 moons ago with you in another park. I continued to be as a high priest after you left when it was dark. You have reversed more cards than the Hierophant. In a Vajra or Rajore, Redorje sort of way, same thing. You have called me an elephant. Again, Prince of Swords. You proved how you learned from me, and it's not like you can't. Reverse Sword Ace, and we have not returned to that spot. You can be forgiven for every blot. Upright those cards, and it will be as if it was not. After our meditation with the 12th Enochian key, I looked at you and knew upright cup 9 was thee. I witnessed with grace the beautiful form and movement of your face. That was nice, she said in a moment without disgrace. With sword 5, we really began. A blueberry in a yellow triangle, in a yellow upright triangle, was a thought that made her laugh from within. For an upright wand 10, there are things for all to repeat. How many chances are left to become complete? And, I could turn these to song or something, and I can also take these and put these as headers and footers to the chapters, The Blonde Stranger and the Creek. Perhaps I should have, years ago, well, only 2 years ago with this set, but upright 10, there are things for all to repeat. How many chances are left to become complete? From the 14th of the second month of 1435, a reversed Pentacle 2, and it's time for a change. With Pentacle 3, there is a need to establish a grange. Like a reverse Pentacle 4, the power has been drawn out too slow. With Pentacle 9, they'll be put together with a gang you will know. Things can always be better, and our view here and after are like they are covered in snow. Cup Ace is held out on high and down low. Two can absorb for each other, improving real slow. From ram to man, I've been collective. From crab to scales, are you receptive? Tranquil and acceptive. Cup Queen can be on the balance in the sandbox of life, that's true. As a Cup King in the age of Aquarius, I've been consumed by strong feelings for you. Thereby I'm willing to compromise almost all, but what's right for you? From the 15th of the second month of 1435, the Pentacle Prince was called the name with a crab, but he's really a ram. She was born as a crab and was convinced like a reverse sword prince. He's physically responsive and not just a lamb. He's dressed uniquely in more than just his hat, and has been like that since. Born as an upright wand princess, she could shine instinctively like a Lucifer. With responsibility, that prince could more than honor her. Life is an adventure, like an upright wand 2 to have dominion over. Reversed wand 4 brings in balance, stopping many completions for her. Wand 7 is with one more for your strength and valor. Now, also the Golden Dawn Tarot, I believe, and the Alchemical Tarot made their way into the symbolism here. Or maybe the Golden Dawn Tarot is from the last year. But I've basically gone over every deck I have, or book, on the subject of tarot with her, trying to work symbolism into readings for her, trying to guide her, or trying to share with her. From the 16th of the second month, 1435, there has been a reversal of Pentacle Princess. Esoteric and exoteric understanding will be for every high priestess. Like that plague on the other walls that has a very special book. Oh, like that plaque. Yeah, like that plaque on the other walls that has a very special book. Now, I have the Quran in columns in a slightly different script on a different wall here. Like that plaque on other walls that has a very special book. Its inner and outer side deserve more of a look. Femininity has something unique to offer, and that, like air of earth, righteousness is the occupation that brings forth the most mirth. He holds up the wand 3 later in the month of his birth. Virtue is something with which to be fully girthed. Sword 6 is in the time of her birth. Temporal and spiritual science can establish one's worth. Either way, Sword 9 will end social fertility. To narrow down a social life doesn't have to be cruelty. It is more than being open to experience reality. Don't turn her world upside down. You can trust me with your secrets. He was fishes, but now a twin of a cup prince will not let you drown. He can hide his feelings or bring changes in others to defeat all those frets. Okay. From the 15th of the 4th month of 1435, 4 solar years ago tonight, we talked about turning 3 things towards the light. The reverse sun card can still be turned upright. We had a friendship that was so tight. Neither art, nor drugs, nor sex point us towards joys which cannot be be aright. Pleasure in this life is to be liberated. I thought you died, to end our third conversation that Monday without being vindicated. The death card offered you a carnation. Before you fell, you were not resistant to what was indicated. With right thought, what's the citation? Death was reversed upon returning to consciousness, and she was not ready for that dedication. Wand 8 calls for an animal self, for courage to have control. Swiftly and patiently strive towards recognition. I told you I love you then, and still do as soul. Another upright card is Wand 6 for admission. Reversed victory is not because the inner life needs to have any troll. With sanctity aside, hold upright that cup 10, for there is more room for submission. From the 1st of the 6th month of 1435. 7 years ago, on April Fool's Day, I was the fool, with a different way. You were aware of what I did say. You were enthusiastic, but not willing to pay. I was not so scholastic when it was time to pray. She wanted awakened and witnessed the array. On the 13th day of the 3rd month of 1428, she joined in meditations to remove woe and not go astray. I have since acted on intuition in regard to her and some others bray. Now and then was a time of sword 3 for a potential empress. A natural woman has no need for an upright cup 8. A compromise for creativity means one is not temptress. We were created upon a harmony and way that is straight. The material value should have no indolence. From the 5th of the 8th month of 1435, we were never lovers, but in a sense, we were soulmates. Hopefully, she recovers her karmic future before it is too late. With diversity and imitation, we can be wholly straights. We can be whole straights. Wand 9. With diversity and limitation, we can be whole straights. Wand 9 saw its time, reversed, avoiding, and it's time to repent. Tranquility, contentment, and love as a noun and verb is not spent. See Al-Quran 30:21. Upright this with due effort for a heavenly ascent. Purity, lost from influences on thee. Cup 4 either way can keep you from me. Cup 3 upright says to others, just let me be. Don't let it be reversed into a further breakdown for thee. Cup 5 can be your courage, but have negative influence. Reversed, you don't change enough towards innocence. Lovers reversed is where we part. because I don't want to be promiscuous. Cloudy, like before, from will, would be the result of a spiritually ill intermediary. Let's no longer be ambiguous in our experience. And from the 6th of the 8th month of 1435, you embraced a reversed moon card. 3 solar years ago today, to upright it, sword 2 is the way. From the start, I have called towards temperance. In this art, I promised away from a sentence. In her heart, sword 10 made an entrance. Reversed boredom is confused unto a semblance. We conversed how the conflict is reversed Sagittarius. Let go the abrogations and integrate. I never transpose 2 swords to idealize or hate you. Meditate rather than suppose. Upright that moon and take off their shoe. From the 7th of the 8th month of 1435. As far as I know, since 3 years ago, you have not been worse. Well, she hasn't been. Anyways, as far as I know, since 3 years ago, you have not been worse. As your magician, you watched me move every hertz. With you, I don't hold sword 4 or its reverse. I'm not entirely intellectual, and sorrow does not immerse. A magus who hides reality can put an inflexible you into a hearse. Lucidity can bring you to that success. Between Pentacle 6 and 8 is an acridness. Do not be foolish and fall in prudence. Pentacle 7 reverse can be in serving the world as a nuisance. Clear out the obsolescence of rules and skills into your and their usance. And from the 8th of the 8th month of 1435, the Sword Prince is really an emperor. He sought to share the endeavor. Wand 5 tells us what strife is for. Reversing them both is to become a predator. Tower won't be a total change for my chum. Worrying 5 can be alleviated by a hum. Deep down you'll know what to escape from. Reversing the loss of Pentacle 5 is a new beginning for some. Assert yourself and find what is right for you. A life that's a prison doesn't have to be glue. Can spirit soul triumph over mind, emotions, and body to come through? From the 9th of the 8th month of 1435. Your birth was of the chariot. Wand Ace was your start. Now you variate. We have empathy deep in the heart. Live out your 3 octaves like a secretariat. We were born into vessels with the pentacle ace. Living out strength. keeps us from every disgrace. Mind controls lust in the most natural embrace. Creed of the soul is the best way to lace. Transmute, manifest, and return to God's space. From the 10th of the 8th month of 1435, a hermit spoke with her that Wednesday from 3:36 to 6:20 p.m. Happiness exceeded that of the a.m. The wonder of the scrying he told of was as a blur. She understood the whim of cup 9 that he felt, and that it was no scam. She was reversed, as vulnerable, and he shared justice's inner and outer meaning. Connecting through devotion, learning, and deeds can leave us gleaming. I also tried to address the wheel of fortune, the times you were streaming. From cup 7, we all need cleaning. Debauchery is always demeaning. Your serious hand needs to be intervening. A basket of consensus can help with the screening. Your open hand can stop undue dissent. True hopes for you is worth what I've spent. Stability in being sensitive towards a wider view can heal the malcontent. And the 11th of the 8th month of 1435. Today is another time of hanged man. Wan King will keep doing what he can. Cup 6 receives impulses in a pan. Pentacle 10 says, there is better for this woman, there is better for this woman. Oh, some people say woman, so okay. I've renounced the outmoded and took up al Quran. Okay, yeah, so I would use woman. Today is another time of hanged man. Wan King will keep doing what he can. Cup 6 receives impulses in a pan. Cup Pentacle 10 says, there is better for this woman. I've renounced the outmoded and took al Quran. We should have that courage to beat this and take pleasure in its brand. The most noble of wealth is for what we should plan. Humbly take a step forward. It's time we began. And from the 20th of the 8th month of 1435, 12:05 to 4:35 p.m. 3 years ago was a time with the presumed Taurus and Leo. Well, she's not here. How I was trying to think of how to represent that. Maybe the West. Yeah, the West. He was a pentacle queen. Talking with her on expression and the neocortical. Aries looked at who would be thought a pentacle king, all quizzical. The need, desire, and effort was not enforceable. She expressed herself as almost terminal. Pentacle king was reversed with a sense of pleasure almost undiscernible. Wan prince was on instinct, bringing out the worshipful. Wan queen's passion can bring her towards the virginal. Life is beyond a false dream. Virgo can dwell with that patience, it seems. Capricornus is the way of the self and hygiene. Upright that king with the power of love. Inside and outside, the material below is for the above. And the cards, in the order they appear here, are Cup Princes, Reversed Judgment. Oh, Cup Princess. Yeah. So cups. Okay. Cup Princess, Reverse Judgment, Right Side Up World, Upside Down Cup 8, Sword 8, Upside Down Stars, Reverse Devil, Sword Prince, Reverse Cup Princess, Upside Down Wand Princess, either way Sword 7, Cup 2, Sword Queen, Sword King, both ways High Priest, both ways Sword Ace, Cup 9, Sword 5, Wand 10, Reversed Pentacle 2, Pentacle 3, Reversed Pentacle 4, Pentacle 9, Cup Ace, Cup Queen, Cup King, Pentacle Prince, Upright Wand Princess, Wand 2, Reversed Wand 4, Wand 7, Pentacle Princess, High Priestess, Wand 3, Sword 6, either way Sword 9, Cup Prince, Sun both ways, Death both ways, Upright Wand 8, Upright Wand 6, Cup 10 either way, the Fool, Sword 3, Empress, Upright Cup 8, Lovers, Wand 9, Cup 4 either way, Cup 3 either way, Cup 5 either way, Moon either way, Sword 2 either way, Temperance either way, Sword 10 either way, Magician either way, Sword 4 either way, Pentacle 6, Pentacle 8, Pentacle 7 either way, Emperor either way, Wand 5 either way, Tower either way, Pentacle 5 either way, Chariot Wand Ace either way, Pentacle Ace either way, Strength or Lust, Hermit, Cup 9 both ways, Justice, Wheel of Fortune, Cup 7, Hanged Man, Wand King, Cup 6, Pentacle 10, Pentacle Queen, Pentacle King, Wand Prince, and Wand Queen. So I put those two decks into one. I'm, skipping the names more or less, and with the final piece, I'm going through the themes of the Eckankar Tarot Trumps painting that you see in my little Spiritual Laws series, and you'll see it again in when I go over more than my understanding per se of the book and what I think it means to, actual writing pieces along those subjects. And this is from the 11th of the 9th month of 1435. Upside Down Princess of Cups. Be a fool outside the system. The Mahanta, the living Eckmaster, can't save you. A magician unassuaged by purpose. Silent ones can be like Vairagi, detached. Masters. To results, let go. A high priestess would understand inner and outer Eckworks. Others are not to be believed too. An empress of natural healing, or maybe Kea Kalp, to improve physical health or inner health, puts orange out and inwards of blue. The emperor calls out the 13 names of the ruler of the plane. Going outwards, the 13 Eckankar names of God are as ruler of the plains, are a lamb, or tree of eternity, Kal Naranjan, our timeless possessor of no fear, or Jot Naranjan. Kal Naranjan is also black and blameless. Ramkar, originally doing our God of Sound is, cause and end circle. Omkar, our or zoom of being, ring. Sohang, or I am the creative consciousness. Satnam, our true everlasting name. Alak Parusha, our pure consciousness, or, invisible being. Alaya Purusha, our universal being. Hukikat Purusha, our cosmic being. Agam Purusha, our religion personified, unapproachable persona. Anami Purusha, our having no name self. Sugmad, for two planes before the next. Our God is a noun and a verb, our God we seek. And Akshar, our imperishable, living, unmanifest, I presume others. Adore everyone's God of Thadi, the 19th letter of the 22nd Aramaic or Hebrew alphabets, and don't go insane. So the emperor calls out the 13 names of the ruler of the plain. Adore everyone's God of Thadi, and don't go insane. Gianni Marg, artist. Ekvahana, Eckankar missionary. And Ek Arahata, Eckankar ordained teacher, should be as truth's hierophant and use their brain. Be they lovers or soulmates, it is up to them to choose. With the chariot of dream and soul travel, we can find Ekunari, spiritual secret knowledge and understanding of dreams, and not lose. Lust, card 11. Be my strength and my self-mastery. The hermit lives, Danda are the righteous law. Perfection, focused attention, purity, cleanliness, chastity, and harmony are the laws of the Chila. Initiate of Eckankar, I saw. Fortune. Akvidya, spiritual knowledge. Besides prophecy. Golden tongue wisdom for thee. Adjustment is needed for balance, and the middle path for thee. Don't be a hanged man in those 4 zoas. The law of love is like bhakti, devotional service. Like the self-realization of zero, it calls for God-realization that is not treating the self as a deity. Deity, people say it differently. Death and life can come at any time. The wheel of 84 is symbolic. Of it be free. Hold the turtles better was said to thee. Art is life, evolution, spiritual unfoldment, and progression. The devil is like the 970 Eckmasters. Break superstition. The tower can fall. Who act to remove blockages more than addiction. The blue star of Eck in their way is not 17's hay and revision. The moon is a polarity, and sun is opposition. The sun speaks to us of spiritual freedom. Karma and dharma require every precision. Don't do judgment a treason. Look at cause and effect. Maybe give up that, like Edom. The universe doesn't call for so much kamet or silence. Vibrations are constant and call for no license. The law of the physical universe, attitudes, facsimiles, hue, polarity, soul, unity, vibrations, are like something with which is to form an alliance. 5 spiritual laws of this world started. Independent human life is breath, love God, others, and self, work for provision as you can, fulfill the rights of government, and do duty unto God, reward the laborer. Makes sense. With the cooling quarter, or fall, depart not hence. And I guess it makes sense that I would wait to the cooling quarter to have done this. I think I passed over doing this in spring, the spring quarter or the winter quarter too. So the astrological, alchemical, forget exactly which one that deck is called. It's a series of round cards. It's unique, but it has 78 like you'd expect. I add an extra. I would add an extra if I was doing an Eckankar series to have the Wheel of the Year. Although actually, maybe I put that on Ekvidya. Maybe put that on the back of the card, the Wheel of the Year, the 12-year cycle. And of course, you know, the Buddha Tarot by Robert M. Place was the framework. Also, there were pictures on, there were photographs that go to each of these, but I'm not sharing those. So there is my series for today on the what Hijra day is it? The 26th? Yeah, the 26th.